Alright, back again. Call Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Waha Kadash Raka Wabrakata. Of course, the honest GMS. Shalom to the full elect. Almost 1 million people booked the COVID-19. Oh shit. Booked a Royal 19 Dart on the day France announced a health passport for non-essential places like restaurants. Hopefully, I didn't just get my fucking shit taken down, but if it does, it is what it is. So France saw more than 900K DART appointments on Monday. It came after health passports were made mandatory for entering venues like restaurants. France is relatively few people compared to nations like the US and the UK. So I mean, that just pretty much tells you in the most shortest sense what happened in the entire article. But it wasn't really all on Monday. They say, you know, yeah, I think you had like 900K on one day, and then another one on another day, another 300,000. I didn't really pay attention too much. I really don't give a shit about the numbers. But the point is that, yeah. So this is the same as you see here. France is not the first country to improve proof of DART to access some venues. Uh, Amalek imposed similar restrictions in February to incentivize DART. This restriction was lifted in June but could be reintroduced in the country as cases are rising. Okay, so as you see, they're limiting to, so you see here the flood of bookings followed an announcement from President Emmanuel Macron that proof of DART would be required to access non-essential services like restaurants and tourist attractions. So restaurants to order out and go to restaurants. I believe it, I'm not sure if it was you can't order out, but like you can't go in. You can't go in and eat there unless you show proof that you have a DART. All right, and this is, I believe this is gonna come to the U.S. as well. It has to, to fulfill prophecy, so that there can be fights, so that iniquity can abound, and every man's eye shall be against his brother. Let's go get that. Iniquity shall abound. Let's go get that through the Spirit. Yeah. So, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that no. Well, yeah, we'll just read that verse 12, 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And this is, of course, talking about, Israel itself with the siege of Jerusalem. The whole cannibalism thing, because we were blocked in, and the supply lines were cut, so a lot of people started to turn on each other. Okay, that's why in the beginning, no, I think it's towards the end. Towards the end, let's see here. Something I want. I think it's around here. Yeah, here you go. Let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. So, as I said, it's talking about us. To the people that were outside of Jerusalem at the time, don't come back. Just up and go. It's talking about the siege of Jerusalem in context, in historical context, but it's also a piece of prophecy that's going to happen again today. All right, people are going to leave like this. Some people might be in their draws. As funny as it may be. Niggas, this whole thing could go down with the whole door to door strike force, where they could just, niggas might just, you might just be getting dressed and niggas kick down your door and you just run through the window and you bounce. All right, it sounds funny, but that shit's real, bro. That shit's real. So you got it. Yeah, that's all I really wanted to hit. And this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, both the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, the Edomite, is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that ye have but a short time. Alright? Which, I don't really gotta go into that. Alright? We know that the Edomite is a damn devil. Alright, because, let's see here, let's take a look at the bottomless pit. The beast that sendeth against the bottomless pit shall make war with them, against them, and shall overcome them and kill them. Alright? So this is obviously talking about the two witnesses, which are the elect, alright, representing the northern and southern kingdom. Okay? Who were talking in those days, which in a historical context talking about the prophets back then being killed, but this is going to happen again. Okay? And when you go down, it talks about the beast ascending out that bottomless pit, the beast breaking out of bondage, and around the 1300s, 1400s, the whole Renaissance period, them regaining their power. Okay. Now, when you go into that word bottomless pit, it's a abyssos, the pit. All right, of Orcus, a very deep gulf or chasm in the lowest parts of the earth, uses the common receptacle of the dead, and especially as the abode of demons. All right, this is talking about Europe. Okay, they're kind of going off here, but you see the abode of demons. Okay, that's what you guys are. Okay, now when you go back to Revelation in the next chapter, where it says the devil, this isn't talking about the spiritual demon Satan. This is talking about the devil himself. Okay, this is talking about the devil's physical counterpart, which is the Edomite, which is the white man. Yes, there's some dudes that look like Edomites, some Israelites that look like Edomites that are really Israelites. Okay, those are just foreigners. Okay, those are foreigners. Those are just guys that are just, we've been scattered, and they look like the other nations, but they're really Israelites. Okay, and they're all across in China and in Japan and Thailand, wherever you think it, they're there. All right, but those are very few number in comparison to the larger number, you damn devils. Okay, and that's all I got. All right, once again, this happened in France. They cut off non-essential places, like restaurants, for the non-darted. Okay, and now they have a whole health DART passport. Okay, which I talked about a week ago with the Excelsior pass, which that thing is going to be pushed heavier and heavier. Okay, all moving into that whole RFID, which is going to come soon, the MOB. All right, that's all I got. To be continued.